Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Karl F. Rose recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Monday, August 17th, 2020. But before we get in this, let me get my music here. Okay, now I need to put my disclaimer in. Okay, if you're 13 years old or younger, please leave this podcast now. My podcasts are not targeted for children 13 years and under, so please, if you're 13 years or under, please leave now. Okay, good morning, everyone. Again, this is Karl F. Rose recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Monday, August 17th, 2020. And this is a rather important podcast, not too dramatic, but very important, and something that maybe you should take a few seconds or a few minutes, maybe even an hour or so, and to review all your devices. I've been a victim of a lot of hacking, and for the most part, I've been okay. It's just been more of a nuisance than anything else. Nothing seriously breached or anything, but I'm always keeping an eye on that anyway. But anyway, due to the fact that one of my devices was getting older and it needed to be replaced anyway, I upgraded some of my stuff, and I am always checking all my stuff anyway. But first and foremost thing I want to get across when it comes to security and preventing hacking and this sort of thing is your passwords. Have a good password manager. And in addition, never, ever, 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 did I say that enough? Ever have the same password more than once on any of your accounts. Ever. Different passwords everywhere. And this is something critical for YouTube. I want to stress this very importantly. On your YouTube channel, since Gmail is basically that's where you get all your stuff from YouTube and all that. But if you're on your channel and you go into your description and you go into customize channel and that sort of thing, there's a little thing that says email address. And if it's public and you have your Gmail address on there, this just opens the floodgates for hackers to go into your Gmail account and send you emails that look like they're coming from YouTube. Okay? If you're getting those, never, ever, ever click on those. And the first order of business is what you need to do on your new YouTube channel is go into where your public email address, change that from your Gmail address. Change that and change that now. Very, very important. Use a secondary address because I've already done that, and I recently went into my secondary address. I had like 150 scam things that I just highlighted all that, sent it to trash, deleted them. Never open those. Don't even click on them. Don't even open them. Just go in there, flush them like they've never been seen, and you'll be okay. But if you have your Gmail address on your YouTube, public there on YouTube, change that now, because there's a lot of problems going there, and you're going to save yourself not only a lot of headaches, but if the wrong person gets in there and does some really bad things, you face the risk of losing your channel and having your channel deleted and then having to go through all the process of appealing. And trust me, in May of 2020, was it this year? It was either May of this year or May of last year. Some sort of bogus thing came in, and apparently a lot of things went out, and YouTube targeted it, got flagged as spam. My channel went away. I went into my channel, do my regular stuff, and it said it wasn't there. But I did all the appeal and stuff. And trust me, you just don't want to go down that road. But anyway, with my new device, now, I'm not saying that my other devices, when I set them up, didn't have all the security measures. They probably did. I didn't really pay attention to it. But this time around, with my new one that I just set up yesterday, it had all these security things, and I went through every single one, and I set up, and I've got all kinds of security because it's brand new, and I spent a lot of money on it. I'm not going to say how much I spent, but this was a big investment for me. So I took every single precaution, and this is what I'm trying to stress to you. So if you're looking at getting something, an upgrade and something that's going to cost you a lot of money, go through all the security measures. Do it. Do the two-step verification. Do the pins. Do the symbol. Whatever. Anything. But go through all the steps and make it. Hackers, they're smart, and they're criminals. So they will always find a way around things. But the key to doing all this is just make their life as miserable as possible when they're trying to get into your thing. A hacker can and will get into any device. I don't care how much stuff you have. It's going to happen. But if you make their life miserable trying to get into your stuff, they might, the idea is to get them discouraged, and then, and if they're spending a lot of time and they're getting nowhere getting into your stuff, they're going to quickly bore of that, get tired of that, and then they're going to move on to the next guy. They're looking for an easy target where they can just go in there, bam, zip, zoom, bing, and rip off all your stuff. So that's what I'm getting at. Unfortunately, it's not a very pleasant podcast this morning, but these things need to be covered. Now, if you like, this is going directly to my YouTube podcast channel. If you like these podcasts, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, plus the thumbs up button. Sometimes you have to hit that thumb several times for it to work. And I've been getting reports that sometimes if you hit the thumb, it just automatically turns to a thumbs down. If that happens, just disregard it. Just take the thumb out. Just leave a comment or something, or better yet, just share my podcast all over the place if you like it. Also, I have my two other channels, my main channel, Karl Rose, and then my cat channel, everything that's dealing with cats, all about Job. Be sure to check those out. Again, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification. So anyway, and the like buttons, of course. And anyway, I just wanted to get this podcast out. It's more of a PSA, public service announcement podcast. Not my favorite kind of podcast to do, but with what I've been going on for the last 48 hours, I thought it was really important to kind of just bring up this issue. And we just all need to be safe. There's crazy times, and with everybody being locked in and all that, this is just giving the bad guys a lot of time to do bad things, and they're just looking for an easy target. Just make it as hard as possible for them, and keep checking it and keep it update. And let's hope that next week that I can get a much more upbeat and more positive podcast, because that's the way I like it. But just the news just seems to be a lot of a lot of depressing stuff lately. So, but this is really important, and I don't want to see anybody go through the same kind of stuff that I went through. So I'm just trying to help you, protect you, just to go through all the steps, and hopefully you don't run into snags. But you do the right steps, you protect yourself, you should be fine. But you need to keep on top of it, and it needs to be an ongoing thing. Check regularly. And with that, we will talk to you next time, and have a safe and productive day, and go out and make something great, make something fun. and we will talk to you next time.